that's pretty solid. All right, let's go live over there. We got some Final Fantasy 14 there. All right, I mean, let's see. Give me a second. Let's see. All right, we'll see you. Hola, Ava. How's it going, Miss Moxie? I hope you're feeling better. Well, come on in. I added into the CDs because I bought the soundtrack off of Bandcamp. Yeah, so you already got it there. Then there's not much in the way of bonuses, right? You want vinyl because of the sound of vinyl and everything that comes with it. What's going on, Cyberpunk player? You're under a minute. Very nice. Welcome on in. Day streams are Final Fantasy 14. This is an MMO. This is my character, Harley. So we're going to be doing some collecting of particular currencies and talking about stuff that happened today. There was a producer letter live, which is just a means through which the developers of this game showcase what's coming. And we're getting a new patch on the 5th of August. You napped. It was weird. And I took a nap as well today, which was very weird because I haven't had naps since the surgery. The surgery corrected me pretty hard, as in I slept a lot more. But yeah. But I'm doing pretty good. Rested. Feeling okay. It's 1 p.m. here, so all around. Good start to the day. Yesterday was a bit of a weird day. It was just like a bit of a downer of a day. So I just hunkered down, got through it. So we're fine. We're doing good. What do I need here? So I still need. Well, I'm not getting that mug. I've got my music scroll. I don't know that I need a demon brick earring though. No. Got the mounts, the haircut, the minion, the barding, the emote, the parasol. So I'm pretty good there, honestly. So at this point, this is all just dedicated to math, I suppose. Alright, we'll get into for some PvP. Is anyone even online? That's some people online. Hopefully you had a good day today, though, Cyberpunk player. Yeah, so no real complaints. Just, just vibing, trying to get through it. How expensive are thingies? Is Antonio here? When Antonio shows up, he works evenings, so sometimes he's sleeping during the day. So, I'm not sure, but one thing I can tell you is that when Antonio shows up, he'll let you know. Oh, okay, so... Look at that. Come on, market board. I mean, sure. Maybe these were just the cheaper ones and nobody's been selling them since then. Surely people wouldn't rush to the market board to jack up the prices. Just because stacks are going to get bigger. I'm on my own. That's fine. I hope the vendor has hit for seriously, but I mean that won't stop them, right? Because people won't necessarily know that they're available via NPCs now. So we'll see. Yes?
She's asking if she should stop here or continue. She asked all of chat and is being very, very responsive.
Stop here. Stop here. Do camp when you come. Oh, you can't do the camp here. But yeah, no, this is the stopping point. After this, you just get deeper into it and for flow of it. The way it flows, it's just, this is the point to stop for her. Maybe I already typed it out. I can't hear her. Hola, Wolfie. Solo DD when? Not till fucking October, Wolfie. Not till October. Heck, you ordered it? Nice, right? Congratulations. You deserve goodies. You can sell the old ones? No, you have to go into the new one, and then once you get the new one done, then you go back to the older ones. That's how you do it. So, but yeah, no, I'm excited. Kind of like, oh no. When they said that it's almost ultimate level, difficulty level for the end boss. But I'm curious. Obviously, you don't have to do it at that level. It just means that you get more rewards, not necessarily unique rewards, but obviously there's a title, which means that there's an achievement, Wolfie. So are you going to solo the 40 offerings iteration, Wolfie? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Hola, Coda. Good morning. Good afternoon. Are you going to do it? Are you going to go in there? Are you going to solo the 40 offerings boss? You can't. Not with that attitude. Not with that attitude. How dare you, Wolfie? I thought you were the king. Do it for the Femros, okay, sir? Okay, well, since you're not going to do that, are you going to do it on... If I do it, okay. I get mods for it. If you solo the 40 thingy, yes. I'll give you mod for a day. A day. Wait a minute. You aren't wearing gray? No, I told you. It's a different shirt every day. I just wore similar colors like 2 days in a row. Hola, Zabes. Zabes, I only saw like how he posted it. And the enthusiasm with which the package was received. Okay, Wolfie, 2 days. How about this? Okay, listen. You won't get mod. I'll give you a VIP. Like Zabes' brand new shiny VIP badge. Which, by the way, apparently I'm allowed 60 VIPs. And I only have 6 of them. Apparently... I'm stingy. What's going on, Superior Neko? Yesterday we lost Ozzy. Today we lost... Did we really? Really? I mean, I haven't been near any of the news. Because news is just terrible these days. Unfortunately, you know, considering the last few years, I'd say not all that unfortunate. It turns out he had a heart attack. That's brutal. Shocked Hogan lasted this long with the life he had. Yeah. With all that hate in his heart, apparently. You know? I find myself devoid of empathy toward hate, steroids. Oh, you know the full gambit, Shion. The full gambit. You said there was a reason? Yeah, and that's fine. I respect the Zero. For wrestling, absolutely. Even in wrestling, he was a dickhead. Remember when it came out that he was the reason why wrestlers weren't allowed to unionize because he snitched out Jesse the Body Ventura? Yeah, no, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be diplomatic about it. She wants to keep going, but it has an errand she needs to run, and the store closes soon. So it's just I know wanting to go. If she wants to cancel Peak tomorrow, I'm okay with that. I'll tell her when she comes in here. Though you have to type it out, but if you want to tell her soon. Yeah, no, the full fucking gambit, Shion. It's me. I get it. Here's the thing. I grew up watching him. I'm 47 years old. I was there from watching wrestling from the mid 80s, early 80s through the 90s. I was there for a lot of it, and then you know, the last few years, nah. Nah. He also pretty much never allowed anyone to get put over. He was like, I can't lose. Yeah. Yeah. He was an icon in wrestling and kind of paved the way for them to branch outside of the squared circle into film and such. But his personal life is not something to be put on a pedestal. No. No. And I tend to have... I can separate them, obviously, between the two. And obviously what he did in the ring. Carving a path for the dramatics. For like people like The Rock to then, you know, for Stone Cold to then take what he started and expand upon that. But I can't look past the personal. Especially as a brown man. Speaking of especially as a brown man. You should go follow Psyche. She'll be live tomorrow. Wait, don't worry about it. Listen, that's the transition, okay? I say whatever I'm saying at the time, and we fucking go with it. Bestie, you did a very good job. I was telling her, Psyche, I was saying to Mimi earlier, if you want to cancel Peak tomorrow and reschedule, we can definitely do that. Peak will be there, Bestie. Peak will still be there. If you feel like you need to take the... You are ramping up. Ben would understand. He might kill you anyway, but Ben would understand. There's a follow button in chat. Please go follow Psyche. She streams Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. If today was your first day at her stream and you enjoyed her playthrough of Clear Obscure Expedition 33, this is how she does for every game. You'll enjoy yourselves there for whatever she's playing as well. Please come on back, hang out with us. Appreciate you hanging out with her for as long as you did, and coming on over with the raid. As for myself, I'm Solo Square 9. I'm a moderator for Psyche. I've been moderating for Psyche for about a decade now, as well as a broadcaster in my own right. Yeah, become Puddle? Yeah, no. Well, puddle your ass to the store before they close. And then you can come back and you can puddle more. But, yeah, no. I was watching. It's hard. It's hard, Bessie. Look, listen, there's a reason why, like, E33 gets the praise that it does. It is... it's beyond the story. It's a very well-made game. It's a very well-made game. From a storytelling perspective, from a lot of different perspectives, they just absolutely nailed how to tell a story. Slosh your emotions to the story. Slosh your emotions. Open the box. Wait. Oh, I can open. Wait, you want me to open the box right now? I mean, I can do that right now. Sure. I'll have to leave here. I'm gonna take a penalty for 30 minutes. It's PvP. Somebody just got a lucky cue. No, I can't go. I'm fighting. Shit. Let me go back over here. I did get a box, so we have to open the box. Open for Psyche. Okay, let's see. I need to get out of here, though. Alright, there she put her weapon away. No, I just got penalized. Alright, let's open the big box. What's in the box? I don't know. Zabe sent me a box a couple of days ago, and box number 2 arrived today, but we'll get into the game here shortly. But yeah, again, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for taking the time to be there with Psyche through an incredibly emotional game. It's a beautiful game. Very easily my game of the year, and probably one of my favorite games in everything. It's the story, the animation, the voice acting. Yeah, no, they covered all the bases pretty well. Okay, so the PvP. Okay, Harley can't do one right now, but I'll absolutely switch on over to Raijin and Fujin, Brady. We can fuck it. We go. It's an Ariel. It is. All right. So as a full disclosure, on the last box that Zabe sent me, inside was my favorite thing, a bunch of bags of air, which is, you know, air for free in this economy. Fantastic. But then, I mean, there was also, you know, 96 gigabytes of G-Skill RAM and is it 9950 X3D? So I fear for what's in here. Zaves has single-handedly made the stream 9950 X3D. Yeah, so is this a case to go with it? Oh hell yeah! Cardboard. Look how that's good cardboard. Look how thick that is. That is some nice thick cardboard right there. Ah shit. Look at it. More airbags. Oh. Oh, this one's not flat. Okay. Yeah, look at that. We got. I have a question. If there were okay. Oh wait, no, this one's flat. No, it's not flat. It's just it's got a little less air in it. That's fine. Mainly how we got. Shit, we got a lot of fucking. Ah, go away. What the hell is this? Oh, that's heavy. Okay, there goes documentation. Wait, what is this? Oh, holy shit, it's the Ryujin. Alright, well, that is the AIO. Zabes. Alright, well, that is. I now have to build a PC. So, 5090, 9950 X3D. Get those LGBT lights? Absolutely. Well, they now have to be set to Miku Blue. Have I noticed? No, I'm a dumb bitch. What is it? Ooh, it's got the fancy thing into what's on the CPU block. Is it it's a screen? Okay, what's gonna go on the screen, Zabes? What's gonna go on the screen, Zabes? My face? Not likely. A a fucking hell bomb. Maybe, Zabes. That is huge. Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, no. Well, I mean, there goes the cooling power. That's a lot, by the way. That is. Thank you immensely. So this is the Rogue Ryujin 360. So you got the big fans. It is an AIO for the processor. I will put whatever image you desire on it. You tell me, and I will get it, and I will put it on there. But thank you, man. That is a lot. We're building a PC this weekend. We're gonna build a PC. Also, this is remarkably heavy. AIOs aren't normally this heavy. Why is it so fucking heavy? Is it because it's 3 fans and all that? Oh, now it's all warm in here. Zabes' icon, whatever you desire on there will go on there. But thank you, Zabes. You ain't had to do any of that. But I'm certainly incredibly appreciative of having an absolute monstrosity of a PC to make the streaming. There's yet one more small thing. Okay, what's that? I-14 chat. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Why am I up top instead of down low? Also, a potential new redeem. Okay. I'm listening. Whee. That's right. I manually adjust my camera size. Actual professional. $4,000 PC for streaming RimWorld. Excuse you, so Cyberpunk can crash on me, Judge Banks. Thank you very much. We do RimWorld on Fridays. Only one day a week outside of last week because the new DLC came out. But no, listen, the 5090, the processor, obviously, I'm incredibly grateful, Zabes. Thank you very much. And that Ryujin there is no joke. That is top of the line. So thank you. And also, by the way, I came up with an idea to which I will not speak of yet, Zabes, but it is probably going to be 3 emote slots. Maybe 4. We'll see. Room for 2, PvP. If anybody wants to do front lines, we're on Primal. You're welcome to come along. Does the screen get, what's it called? Furbean? Oh god, the Furbean? Yeah, I mean, that is up to Zabes. If Zabes desires it, I will slap Furby. My PC, though, unless I did promise Zabes I would commission a new I have some emote slots available, so I can do that. I believe Zabes requested a Furbean themed Miku. No, a Miku themed Furbean, the other way around. So maybe that glorious piece of artwork will sit on there. But yeah, no, that thing is insane. I can open this, right? And just Google it. No, it's Mikulu. Okay. I'm waiting for food delivery. Still no front lines for me for a while at least. Gotcha. But also, yes. Go on. You ridiculous human being, you. Mikulash, not Mikulash. I want to see the inside now because I've never actually had a really solid one of these. Mikulash, listen, we can't do Mikolash. He's not allowed. Mikolash, illegal. Get out. Also, congrats to Kawi, who now gets my old AIO. I'm gonna get Kawi a new AIO. She deserves a new one. She deserves a new one. And since I've saved, you know, I don't even want to do the math. I don't want to do the math. I don't want to know the totality of this. It's better. I don't do very well with receiving gifts. Love giving gifts. Gifts, fantastic. Love handing them out, but receiving them, not something that I'm used to. So I'm not very good at that sort of thing. You can't count that exactly. Also, I can't count that. Well, what the fuck? It took hardly like 20 minutes just to get banned for half an hour. Never mind. Unless you maintain AIOs, you shouldn't reuse them after like 3-ish years. I think this one's about 3 years old. 2.5? 2.5. Because I got it for I currently have a 5900 X3D. So I don't have a terrible processor, but when you have a 5090 now, which I didn't buy, by the way, I ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like that. Versus replace, yeah. I'll keep it as a backup, as emergency or whatever. But think about it, just bask in the not having to spend anything for at least the next decade. Yeah, if not longer, honestly. How do I... There we go. Well, now I'm in PvP. Son of a bitch. Alright, Brady, let's be menaces. What's going on, Ashley? Welcome on in. And also, yeah, I'm a streamer. I can't count that high. It's just, those numbers don't even mean anything. You start adding zeros and it's like, I don't know what that means. Like if you use it the same system and not mess with it, I can last 5 to 10 years with no maintenance. But once you start moving it around, the risk of failing goes up. Gotcha. And also, I mean, so my AIO is currently a 2-fan thingy, and I have a big ass case, as does Kawi. So it'd be to her benefit to get just the 3 fans anyway. And then ideally replace the fans on it with some, what are those called? It's called Noctua fans, I believe, are the super silent ones. Just so that she has a quieter rig. Noctuas are good, yeah. So replacing the current fans that come with whatever I buy her with 3 Noctuas, it adds another $100 and change, but that's fine. It's worth it for the level of quiet you get. Should be worth it. And also tweaking, because again, Kawi wanted a pre-built, which absolutely valid. She just didn't want to deal with the situation where you might have to swap out something that falls apart one day because of your thing. You have to troubleshoot it, and then it's just a mess. It's a whole deal, right? So she want to do it. She want to be able to take it back. This thing doesn't work. Go do something about it, which I understand. Hola Varsity, good morning, Mr. Solu. I did not watch the letter live. Gonna react to it tonight. Hell yeah, but we win. We are absolutely winning, unless you know you're. Well, I mean, you're only winning if you're White Knight Varsity, but otherwise, you know how this is. You can't give Final Fantasy 14 Yoshiki credit. You can't give him credit. That's illegal. So the only people that are winning today are the talking heads that like to shit on 14. That way they can, you know, complain about what was shown today. But no, it's actually very good, Varsity. The Deep Dungeon is gonna be incredible. I won't spoil it for you, obviously, because I'm pretty sure you want to go in spoiler free. But yes, 7.3. My only complaint is that we're still on the strip feed. I wish that we didn't have to wait until October for the Deep Dungeon. I wish that was now. But I do very much love me Deep Dungeons, so excited for that. The Allied Society is then as well. But here's the thing, between the moon, the new crafter gear, and the new planet, I've got enough to keep me occupied for a month or two. Oculin Crescent accessibility being made easier is fantastic. Evaporation is the main issue with the AIOs that then leads to the pump burning out. Yeah. The fan radiator itself isn't the major fail point. It's the fluid levels and pump. AIOs usually have shitty pumps. Gotcha. Man, am I an AIO? Because ever since my surgery, I've had very shitty pumps. I haven't been able to to lift as much as I used to. Listening to Everything is Awesome on repeat, as you should. No, Varsity, it's all wins. It's not everything's there because I still wanted housing news. I want the inside is bigger than the outside patch now. I was hoping, and I know I'm a realist, I know it wasn't going to really happen, but I was hoping that we would get the houses are bigger on the inside patch sooner, or literally anything. Great stuff. That's entirely Dawntrail. That's the problem with Dawntrail. Great stuff, horrible pacing. The pacing ain't there. We're still on a drip feed. And yeah, can't bump as much. Sounds like we need to lube up. Don't you threaten me with a good time, Neobody. Don't you do it. But yes, Ender, a lot of good stuff in the details. What we're getting, actually, that's a lie. There is one thing that I absolutely detest, and that's the new look of the crafter gear. That sure is glam. I think I'm gonna have to come up with glams for my crafter and gathering sets. I'll obviously have to see what it looks like on Harley herself. Oh, there's dudes here. Not dudes. Think yourself that blue is amazing. Yeah, well, I should specify for my taste and my likes. That ain't it. I'm not gonna wear that. I would sooner keep my little robot arms on my body than wear the new deal. Keep my people alive. Let's go, team. Is it frumpy? It's styled in a way that doesn't appeal to me. I should say is the way I can put it. I don't really like what I saw from a style perspective. Is all Coda. I wouldn't call it frumpy though. Shit. I wouldn't call it frumpy, but it's not what I would like to wear. Nah, wrong button. There we go. I know how to scholar and spread dots. Sure. The producer letter live was about 3 hours, wasn't it? It ended 2 hours ago. Yeah, it was about 3 hours long. It's a very long producer letter live. I will say there's a lot of stuff you can skip. And obviously keeping it spoiler free. Watching the translation, it was neat that Yoshipi reiterated that obviously with this way the systems work, 7.0 Dawntrail story ends with 7.3. That's just the way it works. And they're going to go back to focusing on the Warrior of Light. Was one of the translated blurbs that was there. So that's good to hear. Because I know it's been a lot of people's complaints that the Warrior of Light wasn't focused. And I like Dawntrail. I think it was great. I didn't think it needed all that. I was fine, you know, with the way the story went. And I know it's not for everybody. But yeah, it was very good. It was very good. Overall, incredible information coming out. Again, I think one of the blurbs that he said also is that, well, what does he say to people that are saying that, you know, oh, it's too late now? His point was, well, we have to start at some point. They can't turn the ship around. If you're gonna sit there and you're gonna do nothing but bitch about how the ship needs to be turned around and everything else, well, it needs to be done at some point. Yep, nice job, Warrior. I'm gonna die here because there's the entirety of blue back there. I respect the decision, even though I feel disappointed that the idea of changing the narrative was so vehemently. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I like the story. I understand that people have to be, the Warrior Light has to be the center of attention for everything. And even apart from that, I understand the story didn't necessarily vibe with a lot of people, and that's also fine. I don't dismiss people's claims to what they like and don't like. Everybody's entitled to their opinions in regards to the story. I thought it was fine. Was it Endwalker or Shadowbringers? No. God, no. It was on par for me with parts of Stormblood, because Stormblood was two different parts, right? It was the Resistance, the Lease Parade. I still enjoyed Wuk-Lamat way more than Lease in Stormblood. So I don't know. I hid behind a wall and returned, and all the blue ran past you. Get off your alligator. Hi, everybody. What's going on? How's it going? Yeah, thanks, Bart, for knocking me away from your friends. This is literally our base and our stairs. I guess everybody's upstairs? Alright, well, that's great. She was like, what if we did Lise, but she didn't suck? Yeah, she was written better. Lise was just going around yelling at poor brown people the entire fucking time. She's, have you tried not being poor? Have you tried fighting the giant empire with all the guns? And it's like, I enjoyed Wook. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that she was the best character ever, because she wasn't. But I still think they did a very good job with her. Nope, not letting this part get away. You're the bitch ass who got me killed earlier. Get back here! Get back here! Okay, I'm gonna die again if I don't go back. I'm sorry, Brady. The rage took me. They're basically the same. I mean, yeah, they could be. It's not necessarily different. There was story points and approaches where Lise was supposed to be a unifier, which is why they threw a parade for her, because she unified and brought everybody together. She didn't do shit. Whereas Wuk-Lamat actually went out there and tried to bring everybody in and did a somewhat good job of it. I don't hold it against Lise too much, just that the writing at the time was it wasn't as good. It was somebody else doing the writing, I guess. But I think how they wrote Wook now, they tried to rewrite Lise and Stormblood. I think they do a better job of it. So that's on the devs right there. I liked Lise as a character. I thought there was potential there. It's just they didn't really nail that in any regard. And then you have the other side, the Far East side, which is a lot more fun. And they did a very good job with that. I felt. But yeah, the only thing where I tend to speak up is where people talk about Dawntrail as the death of the game. The story's so bad that the game can never recover, and I mean it's not going to recover because people don't give it a chance. Raids were great. I found the raids to be fun. I enjoy them, except for the Alliance raid. not the everyone but you, Alliance raid. I'm not looking at you. So that may sound crazy, but I was running the arguments about Dawntrail in your car driving to work, and was basically practicing like it was a speech. No, I mean, look, listen, people get very, very fervent. Excuse me, about the story, and again, I understand that people like having their character, their avatar, essentially be the savior of every single thing ever at all times, always. People also want Andromeda to yap about. Well, that's obviously in the content creators that people support, right? People can up there and be terrible fucking content creators because they're backed by people. So you know that's on people that are out there supporting people like Todd and the even worse creators out there. Because that's a mouthful. Saying Todd isn't the worst one. Worse in other ways. The Alliance raid for me isn't that bad. It's just not as good as the other great battle stuff we've got in this expansion. I agree. I think the Alliance raid has achieved meme levels for me, where I just like to... Oh, Shadow Lord. Come give Vice a big kiss, Shadow Lord. What's going on, Dietrich? Every time I saw the Shadow Lord, I just thought of Kaine's speech in Replicant. That raid would be fine if the Shadow Lord fight wasn't awful. I think the Shadow Lord fight could have saved it for sure. For me, personally. I don't think the fight... We won in spite of me. Good job, team. 1-2-22. That's because I was too busy mouthing off, and I died also. That didn't help. Let me see. Wicklamat was also better than the Alpha No. Oh god, Alpha No and 2. I hated Alpha No until the end of Endwalker 6.0. It wasn't until the very last zone like, okay, I will release the hatred for Alpha No out of my heart, but 2.0 poisoned. And again, we're not talking performances by the VAs. I think the 2.0 Alpha No VA did a very good job. It's just, you know, again with like Wuklamah, it's the direction they were given, right? The quality of the VA there in 2.0 and then with new Alfie, they both did very good jobs, but sometimes the direction ain't there. And I think that's what Wuklamah suffered the most. I don't really care for the voice she was given either. Just because, and I'm not going to sit here and claim to have heard every single Latino American accent. I haven't, but like you put me in Cyberpunk and I hear accents I grew up with all over the place. Jackie, random citizens, I hear the accents that are very familiar, and her accent was a little bit, the Latina accent they gave her was a little but that's much lower down the list for me. Precocious kids are usually annoying. Yeah, and I think that was part of the intent, right? I think that's part of the intent to here's this kid who don't know any better, and he gets bamboozled. That's relying on a I mean, is that who? I mean, look, listen. I thought Senna did a very good job. I'm not dissing quality here. It's just again direction and other factors therein. But I don't hate it, and I don't get the vehement dislike of it. I don't listen to content creators. I just don't listen to them because as a creator myself, I can kind of generally spot somebody who's just out there trying to farm negativity for the sake of metrics. I don't even watch 14 content. Yeah. I didn't like the raid, but I also don't like the tournament arc trope in anime. I mean, I didn't like the tuning exams. You didn't like the tuning exams? All right, Wolfie, you give me my new mod. Beta's on the way out. How can you not like the tuning exams? That was highest tier Naruto. Not as good as the Haku arc, but still. Alfie and Alice's current VAs did the coils last week. It was really cool. Yet jarring seeing it done. Yeah, like I said, the 2.0 VAs were fantastic. It's just the direction they were given was a little bit not there. It's still quality work. I always make it a point to point that out because I'm not, again, there's a significant difference between what the VAs give us and what they're told, or in some cases, not told. In what they want from how their lines are delivered, right? Samrigo did a good job with the R Alpha. No, really? He really sells. No, he does a very good job with it. Seriously. Also, don't follow 14 content anymore. TBH, good. there's not much there. Geez, I turned into Chrono Crush. I thought it was boring as fuck. The tuning exams have Naruto beating a guy by farting. Get out of here. The tuning exams are not near the top of my list, but that's usually what a lot of people go for when they talk about Naruto. I like the other arcs much, much more. Hey, we just narrowly ripped the entire support system. We spent half the base game building under you. I have to know-it-all child who thinks he's holy, who thinks he's hot shit. Yeah, have this instead. We're going to front lines again if anybody would like to come along. We're trying to get ready to what's it called? Series level 25 and also Mog Tomes. People like the Crush arc and get the two confused. Which one's the Crush arc? When the village gets attacked by the Sand Village and Orochimaru. Okay, but he does that a lot. That's half of the entirety of Naruto and Shippuden. But yeah, again, I think Dawntrail's fine. It more than did its purpose. I like the raids. I know not everybody did, but I thought that the raids reintroduced a lot of older mechanics in a new way. Trials were fantastic. I mean, I'm doing current tier, current level, current expansion stuff, so that should tell you how much I've enjoyed it. Except for Suzaku Enryo. Suzaku Enryo. I hope Seiryu isn't as bad as Suzaku. I would very much like to go back to doing Unreals. Let me see. Oh, thank you for the beta. I only just noticed the Forbidden Omicron because I was too busy getting my ass beat in PvP. But yeah, a lot to talk about. Positivity going forward. Obviously, a lot of criticism still to be had. I'm not happy with the drip feed, but the new take on... And one of the things that he was talking about, and again, it's a shame because it doesn't really get put out there. It's not going to get translated directly. Yoshi P is aiming to put out... He keeps saying the number 10. That they're going to try and put out like 10 pieces of content. And they would like people to at least enjoy 7 out of those 10. So he's going to try and focus on content creation. Not like that is broader, that people can actually enjoy to different levels, which is why what's it called, the new Deep Dungeon is the way that it is. You can go in solo, you can go in a group, you can go in to the near ultimate level of difficulty 4-person trial. You can change the difficulty therein, so that's the way to approach it. Hola Rosa, welcome home. Rosa, go watch the VOD right now. Go get food, get drinks, get snackies, put on Psyche's VOD. And also the Twisted Letter Live, though they didn't touch much on the MSQ because they didn't want to spoil anything. But yeah, the PLL was almost 4 hours. You think they would look at content being made right now and debate if paying for flights, hotels, and food for people who slam the game and call the community white knights is a good idea? Yeah. I mean, I've already told you, Varsity, if I ever get off my ass and start producing more content, because the invite thing is usually there. It's a couple of things, obviously, but also you need a YouTube presence. Being just on Twitch isn't good enough. And so maybe I will ask, why are these clowns here? Are you aware? Why are these clowns here? But that's probably why I'll never get invited. I'd like to listen. I'm old. I don't give a fuck. I don't sit idly by, and just let people genuinely being bad pass by me. Cost me some friends, by the way. Be honest, would you want to be around them? God, no. 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 The main problem, indeed, is the pacing. I agree, Sandra. And how do they fix that, right? How do they catch up to a point where the pacing is different? I'm assuming that it's not being released now because it's not ready yet. So, at what point do they catch up? So that way they can rearrange. I do wish that they would rearrange it. Obviously, MMO scheduling is months in advance. I'd assume that they're not really necessarily working on 7.3 so much as they've already got people on 7.4, 7.5, and other stuff. You gotta move your people around, right, to keep up with the cycle. But I do wish that in 8.x series they flip it around. And if they are going to... He said two things. He said he believes that there needs to be content for both extremes. So the extremes being the everyday player, the people who don't really raid, people who log in, hang out, do some PvP, work on the moon, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then, you know, go about their way. And you need the extreme, which I guess is ultimate raiding, or raiders and savage content. And so you really see that in the new Deep Dungeon, because again, the span of that content is 4-person group content at the easiest level, solo content, and then access to a fight that can be moderately difficult to ultimate levels of difficulty, depending on how hard you crank it. So if you crank it to the max, not Maximilian Powell, you're basically being faced with ultimate levels of content there. So if they go about it that way, then great. I just hope that it's good content and it's enjoyable stuff. So them experimenting with Deep Dungeon for that is a pretty safe place. They did say we're going to get a criterion in 7.4. So that means we're getting variant / criterion in 7.4, ideally. That was part of the translation, not part of the producer letter live. So the content needs to be good, and the rewards need to feel like they were worth the time. That's the levers that need to be adjusted. We've had too much content that's not enjoyable enough for what the... You mean some tier 12 and tier 11 material? Yeah. Yeah, and we're getting like, I don't know, there's 3 mounts, I think, out of the Deep Dungeon. There's minions. I need the beaver. I'm not going to elaborate. I need the beaver. The beaver must be mine. I need it. I will pay cash money for this beaver. People we know who are not happy with current game. I'm respectful of their opinions, maybe disagreeing. It's when people start slamming others for insisting you should stop playing because they played the game a long time. Therefore they know. Yeah, I get it. I get it to Varsity. I get it. And I do tend to have a very hard rule that we don't shit on other content creators unless, and I'll do it myself, unless they're really being obnoxious about it and farming negativity. It's what they want, right? When they're actively seeking it out. But even then, I try not to, because it's what they want. So Or a 5% chance of getting one of your 18 relic mats. It's still better than 2%. Like 2.0 Atlas. It's terrible, I know, Standard. Let's see. I don't expect them to be able to take this philosophy into the relic area, this expansion. They'll probably put relics will probably go into deep dungeons. The deep dungeon reward system seems to reward that, so we absolutely might see it in other places. Oh, nobody came here. Dead game, apparently. Why don't you react to 14 stuff? I mean, yeah, that's because what you have to react to isn't stuff that you want to be reacting to, Varsity. And I get that. I respect it. I wouldn't want to be reacting to just shit takes for the sake of negativity farming. That make me want that 180 item Shadowbringer step back. I'm so sorry, Sander. Alright, what do we have? Oh, we got... Yay, I got 2 assists. Go me. I can't speak to that because I didn't have those issues. I solo just fine and I get my goodies just fine. Granted, it took work. I put in a couple hundred fates and CEs, which is, you know, understandable. That's a lot. I just didn't mind it. So I understand that the RNG can be frustrating. I mean, obviously, there's other aspects of this game that has nothing but RNG that absolutely piss me off. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. No, my body. Also, I think, and this is from the translation, not from the Priesthood Letter Live. Yoshi P. Speaking of Yoshi P's lies, by the way, of the absolute made-up shit that comes out of that man's mouth. He said PvP players are friendly. If you just ask them to help you out, they'll take you under their wing and teach you. Lies of Yoshi P, the lies of Yoshi P. PvP must be vastly different in Japan. If I have one more cat girl teabag me in front lines, I swear to God. For free. There should be more people who are content with the game. Oh, no, absolutely. It's just a silent majority just won't shut the fuck up code, that's all. Who don't feel the need to whinge on social media. Don't forget about it. Yeah, and I think there's a lot of those people. Obviously, the loss of just people playing the game is pretty noticeable. Especially with all the houses that are available now for... Oh shit, my body! It's definitely... Oh, no, we're getting out of there. We need backup. Some people are the reaction. The people are just quit. Yeah. Yeah. Nope, here they come. You can try and catch me! I'm already on my mount. Maybe OCP was just talking about a different game PvP, like Tetris. Tetris PvP, only the fiercest of competition. Like, how have you been? Like, hopefully you've been well. And you recovered fully. Blasted. Let's go. He's clearly playing a different... Yeah, if Yoshi P ever comes to NA and does PvP front lines against Dark Knight, Dancer, Astrologian, Dragoon group, pre-made, then he can talk to me about how friendly PvP players are. Oh, my body. Would I? Good job, team. I woke up at 2:50 a.m. and wondered why, and went back to bed. Only saw the live letter stuff when I popped by your Discord. Yeah, I woke up at, oh my god, we woke up at the same time. I woke up at 6:50 my time, which is 4 hours ahead of you. And I didn't want to, but my body was like, okay, you want producer letter live news. Let's go, Chumba. And I was like, okay, fellow Chum, I'm sure this news will be preem. And it was. And it was. If the PvP community was so friendly, then why is chatting disabled? That's a very good point. That's a very good point, Judge Banks. Batch after Yoshida does NA PvP, group queuing now is disabled for frontlines and rival wings. Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of that, you can actually do duo queue now for CC. Casual only, not competitive. So if you're looking for grouping in Crystalline Conflict, please look forward to it. Surprised we didn't get quick chat disabled too. I mean, you know, you can only do so much. You can only do so much. And to be fair, I'm okay with it being muted and relegated to just that. And that's going to be PvP in any game. You name the game. People being dicks. How many people is a team in CC? 4? We can queue in with 2. Is it 4 or 5? I forget. It's 5v5, there you go. So, I should tell you how much CC I've done of late, by the way. But it's only for casual mode, right? So you can't actually... And, you know, there's going to be tryhards. You see it in front lines all the time. What if we go in on casual mode just so that we can... And that's fine. If that's what gets you off, then I guess have fun with that. Enjoy that, I guess. But yeah, no, a lot of good stuff. I'm excited for it. I want 7.3 now. I want the crafted gear. I'm waiting on crafted gear so that I can get my other achievements done. There's other stuff I want to do. And then I don't have to worry about more gear because 7.3 is it. That's it. No more gear for crafters for crafting purposes. So I get to max meld it, set it, forget it, and then be on my way. And get to do what I want to do, which is moon stuff, the new planets coming out. There's older stuff I still need to do from... There's just a lot of content I want to do, and once I get my gear, I will be happy. Are you making right side or using the base? No, I'm gonna make the full thing. I'm not gonna be a cheap bitch this time, Iggy. I don't make everything. My body. I got killed by the tower. Yeah, I'll make full left side, full right side, all the tools, all of it melded to the max because Mira Iggy, real talk, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna fuck up all the older content like Resplendent tools that I haven't done because I'm a lazy bitch. Resplendent tools, Endwalker relics that I haven't done yet. The what's it called? The thing. What's it called? There's Guardian Restoration that I haven't finished yet. Hopefully the new stats allow me to bring it down to 1 macro per, so I just press the button once and I'm done. That'd be nice. I'm dead. Yep. Yeah. I mean, yellow's got all the battle high. We ain't got shit. That's why we're down 1,000 points. Yeah, I spent money this morning, and I blame you. Not really. I would have seen the LP stuff this morning when I opened the Steam. If you hadn't posted it. Yeah, Ray got her vinyls for Clear Obscure. For those of you that did enjoy Clear Obscure Mission 33, the vinyls are out and available today for purchase. So please enjoy. I mean, we're about 1,000 points behind yellow, so we'll see. We'll see what we do here with this. Not like I'm contributing a lot here anyway. I no longer love Astrologian for front lines. White Mage and Scholar are where it's at for me. When you have 3, yep, and there it is. We're never gonna get very far ahead. Oh, it's the littlest guy. You can have my calm, littlest guy. I don't know how you did, but certainly probably better than I did. Alright, Brady, I can do one more on Harley. Oh no, the match is over. Oh no, the match ended. Oh no. But I understand not wanting to do this map. It's not a fun map. He's just a little guy. He's just the littlest of guys. Just the littlest of guys. It's okay. He's trying his best though. But yeah, outside of that, I just want my deep dungeon. I just want all the goodies so we can actually get to other stuff in the game with the crafted gear, and maybe the Alliance raid will be better this time around. They only showed us one boss. Also, was it just me, or was there a large amount of very large armed monsters for the patch? There seemed to be just everything is swole as fuck. Everybody's just jacked. All right, am I allowed to queue again? I am, yay! Room for 2. If anybody would like to join this for Frontlines, you're welcome to come along. This is, of course, a reminder that the patch is announced for August 5th, which means you have 2 weeks to finish your Series Pass if you're looking to do that. Whatever you want to get from that, it's coming, so that'll be nice. And also, Mog Tomes are only there for another couple of weeks, so if you want to get your stuff done, it doesn't hurt to chip away at it on a daily basis, little by little. 168 Mog Tomes, and I don't need anything, so this is all gonna go towards maps. I don't really. I mean, I guess I could get the coffee cup earring for the collection. I suppose I don't really care for it, but we'll see. And yeah, like I said, relics. Bozia, my beloved, I'm coming for you eventually. Eventually. So I can actually finish all of those relics as well, but a lot to look forward to. And they did say around 7.3 we would start getting more rewards and all that, so ideally that's exactly what happens, and we'll get to get this game to feeling better, because it plays well. There's a lot good there, but it's just a matter of time being rewarded appropriately and stuff being handed out in time. But we'll see. It'd be nice if my retainers brought me back a bird, though. Nope, that's broccoli. Nope, that's parsley, not broccoli. Yeah, none of the stuff that I need, I think. I'm pretty sure I already... Well, no, that's a lie. This can go into the retainer. How much parsley do I have? I have 1,000 parsleys. But the relics are the ones that had us collecting all the memories. Yes. So you can either do it via the castrums or the Dalriada and all that, or you can go into Crystal Tower and get one per run over and over and over again. Nope. That sounds like a terrible idea. I do still have all the quests. It's just I don't want to, so that way I can keep collecting whenever I randomly do stuff. And it's worked pretty well for me. I have gotten a lot of my drops in this way. So I could complete maybe like 4 more relics right now if I wanted to, but the problem with that is if you don't bump up another class, you can't have that quest in your log. So you have to keep all the quests for every single step that's required post completion. So after you do the one time of all those instances, you can just keep farming. But yeah, so I have to keep the quest there until I have all of them that I'm looking to get done. But the very first step is running castrum lactose intolerance. I forget what it's called. You still need to finish your relic though. See relic? How close are you, Varsity? How close am I to my next one? So I'm 1,000 tomes off of the next one. I've slowly been gathering them. I do have maybe half. I don't know how many I have. But I was gonna buy the monk one next because of the quests that I'm doing. So it would be nice to actually have a weapon that's viable. And also, we're getting the you have 3 Demiam left. Very nice. You're pretty close to being done then. We're getting the next step in the relic in 7.31, which is a lot sooner than I thought. So that's nice. Give me that. I'm sorry, I'm spoiling everything for Varsity. So it'll be nice to just chunk away at that and get all the relics up. I don't miss Bozia and Zadnor, but I kind of miss Dalriada. I like the raids. I did enjoy the raids. I even like Castrum. Castrum has some fun fights. I think the second boss fight with the elements was interesting. Didn't really care for the part where you have to sprint everywhere to save the hostages. But yeah, I enjoyed the raids. That's why I don't really get the distinction between like a Bozia and OC when you're just running around doing fates regardless. Obviously being able to queue from anywhere is a very nice quality of life feature that they should have added. Instead of just running there every single time, it would be nice to just be able to queue from anywhere in the zone. I think that one thing alone would be a pretty big get for that. So the RP walked into the hostages. I'd never RP walked to the hostage. I sprinted there every single time. So we have Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, Dragoon for some reason. I was just going down the line, I think. Machinist, which by the way, this relic right here, I really like the look of this. This shoddy, 4-barreled shoddy, very nicely done. This gun is just. I wish I still played Machinist. Dancer, Black Mage, Pictomancer, White Mage, and Sage. So I have done a fair few. See, I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I just need 10 more relics. So I just need, how much is that? 1,500 per? Just 15,000 heliometry, that's all. Sage Relic is such a good choice. I do play Sage for hunts for S ranks, so it made sense to get that relic just so I could have stronger overall heals and shields and all that. But yeah, I like it. They're just like, we got little rockets. They're actually very nice. I do like them. But you know, again, more things to work on long term. We don't have to eat it. We don't have to consume it all at once. It'd be kind of hard to do that. Not good, but it is out of nowhere. I like it. And sometimes sprinting isn't enough if the team that was supposed to have that area covered doesn't call for help. They need fast enough. Yep. Yeah, I mean those raids aren't perfect either. Like, is the Dalriata? Isn't that the one where you have one group that sits at the console and tries to guide the other two groups through safety, and they have to tell you left or right so you don't get blasted by an AoE? That was a decision. Not a good one. It was a decision all the same. My voice is drying out. And also, of course, like I mentioned earlier, they did say that they're going to work on, sorry, that they are working on a criterion for 7.4. So I thought we were going to get at least one variant in 7.3, but that's not going to happen. So ideally, they said criterion, but ideally that means that we'll get the variant dungeon for 7.4, which will be nice. Curious as to what kind of story we'll get out of that. And this should be fun. Has Dawnwalker been out a year? Yes, as of late July, like early August. No, what? Yeah, no, what? When? Yeah, it's been about a year now. No, is it gonna be a year? Nah, I forget. Was it June to July? Dawntrail release. It was released on July 2nd. Yeah, so it has been over a year now. Just barely. Early July. Yes, early access was late June into July. And are they still on a 2-year cycle for expansions? 2.5 or so. This might be the first one, Lake, where it's extended even longer. Between Endwalker and Dawntrail was the biggest gap I think we've ever had, right? That stretch there at the end of Endwalker. Oh. But yeah, so we're getting 7.3 on August 5th, and which means we'll get 7.4 early to the mid-December. They might push it back for the holidays, I don't know. And then 7.5 sometime in spring of next year. So even if they delay till January, that still means, which they haven't done before, by the way. 7.5 comes out then, so we should be hearing about a fan fest soon, at the end of the year maybe. Still no fan fest announcement? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious as to why. Dr. Calls are fun, aren't they always, Beta? Hopefully they had news. Which means get your PvP series done. Yes, Arcsane. Absolutely. 4 years per expansion. Please look forward to it. I mean, I don't think it'll ever get that bad. I don't think it can get that bad with the way the content is dished out. It'd be unfortunate. But yeah, FanFest on the cold concrete floor. Please look forward to it. I mean, I've straight up said it. Like, if the FanFest is in the States, I'm not going. I have no interest in even tempting being detained for being brown. So hopefully it's in Canada. It'd be nice if it was, I don't know, Toronto, I don't think it'd be Vancouver, but I don't know. They want to live with the alligators. I take it. I'd rather not live with the alligators. No, Arcane. I would definitely not. Why bother risking it, right? Or why bother risking putting my Canadian wife in that situation? FanFest, Mexico City. Dale, a que ver. Let's go. Man, Iggy, can you imagine how good we would eat? Can you imagine the amount of tacos in La Calle that we would be eating? No, hombre. That would be FanFest in Hawaii, please. You know, why not? Though Square doesn't have an office there anymore. They used to, I think. There we go, Zabes. Montreal would be interesting. Montreal would absolutely be interesting. That would be a good location for it. I'd be down for Montreal. I've been there before. FanFest on a cruise ship. You know what, Brady? Absolutely. Oh my god, what if like EU FanFest and NA FanFest both get on cruise ships and we meet somewhere in the middle in the giant floating trash pile the size of Texas in the Atlantic Ocean? Oh my god, what if? What if we hugged on the giant sea trash pile, Brady? Jesus. Giant petri dish, basically? Yeah. There's not enough money in the world to get me on a cruise ship. Same. Aim for me. Asking for a super spreader event? You mean like last NA Fan Fest, where people came to it knowing that they had, knowing that they were sick? Yeah. Me waving at y'all from the shore. He's like, I'm glad I'm not there. The land event or super spreader? They are. I still managed to dodge. I'm still in Novid. I managed to dodge COVID at NA Fan Fest. My poor wife did not, as did other members. But I'm just walking around with my Novid badge. I should have caught it somehow. I kept taking tests and I kept coming out negative. Your mom gave you COVID. Jeez, dude. That's unfortunate. I think I can bring back the Montreal data centers so I can have lower ping again. Is that gonna be your pitch, Arcsane, if you get to, if it's NA FanFest in Montreal? Yoshida-san, look at how good the servers would be here. They'd be so much cooler here. Please look forward to having our servers back over here. At this point, I'm half convinced that I caught it, but had no symptoms. Yeah, I'd be in that general window of thinking as well, but I kept taking the test and nada, so. Otherwise, I would be like, I definitely. How did I not catch it? Alright, we're going to the thing with the level 1 buff. So, look, I watched some of the live letter. Everything worth covered? Yes. They covered the release schedule, what we're getting. And talked a little bit about potential future things. So, yes. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty solid. I am looking forward to the patch. Boosted. Being an absolute vulture out here. That's fine. I'm gonna die. Also, after that last reset where my PC just reset itself. Oh no, that Gunbreaker's LB. Oh no. They're probably like, wow, I can't believe that fucking white mage is cheating and they instantly hit me. No, that was just me being a dumb bitch. That was an accident. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you, Gunbreaker Chan. Alright, be careful. Careful. Alright, we out. Let's go. Well, Novid is harder to prove. No, actually, yeah. Because of all the variants it's possible for to get a no symptom version of it. even going grocery shopping, but getting a reliable test is muddled because vaccinations will show that it's positive since you make the antibodies for it. Yeah. Yeah. And again, FanFest is the only super spreader event I went to where I've been potentially hit with potentially getting COVID, but I still mask up. I still make sure to try and, you know, do what I can to avoid it. I don't need to bring that back to the house to Cowie again. Mimi don't need it again. Is a mask at a Costco? Yeah, 100%. If I go out to a store, especially Costco or whatever, I am absolutely masking up. And I'm the only person right there with the mask usually. Sometimes we see some elderly folks with the masks on, which I get. Obviously, the older you are, the absolutely less you want to be anywhere near any of that. Alright. Ow, what the fuck? Alright, I'm going to teleport back because that last reset messed up my... I don't know why it does it. I disconnected and it turned my roll action into the heal instead of what I actually want. And I have to be up there, so I need to teleport back. I try and shop at times that are not popular. Yeah, nobody. We don't have the executive level card members get an hour of shopping for themselves here yet. I'd like that a lot, but we don't have that. I'm going to convert director to clown, and I feel better. The reinfection with COVID is a thing, and unlike other illnesses, you never recover 100% from COVID, so that compound health problems isn't for you. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I have no intent on being blasé about it. Whether I'm truly a Novid or not, I've never had a positive test so far of all the tests that I took, and I took a lot of tests at the time. I almost got one. Okay, good follow-up, team. Good follow-up. All right, we're almost at max battle high here, so I need... There we go. I just wanted to heal for my teammates. And someone saw my ass. Oh, they didn't just send you guys the same broken ones they sent out here. No, Mimi's were actually showing her that she had COVID. So unless all of mine were broken and hers weren't. Come on! Fucking, oh. 47,000 damage on that. And no time to react. That's just the machinist 2-shot right there. And I don't have the ping to be like, aha, I'm a bubble. Nope. If and when you just got home. Oh no, welcome home, puppy. Oh, that's red. Red in our base. Alright, here come the homies. Let's go. By the way, are they killing our homies? That's for the stun. There you go. You get the freebie. Was it because of work, Cub? That you only just got home? That sucks. Which is really easy if you have effects set to full, because for some reason the LB targeter falls under that. I mean, I see the marksman's the scope on me. It's just ping isn't gonna allow me to hit the bubble fast enough. That ain't happening. Work, then going to pick up some documents and stopping for some family stuff. Gotcha. Oof. Oof. The big EP is upon you soon, I would assume. Say still mask because people are obnoxious out there. Oh, absolutely. People are gross. People are gross. Oh, they died before I could get there. It's too hot and I'm too old to be out there. Out for like 15 hours at once. You know what? I respect it. I respect it. See, I had someone the other day at the store hacking up their lungs with their whole chest and ass and no attempt at covering their mouth. Jeez. Well, Brady says they're battle high. Nice. I'm happy for Brady. I wish I had battle high. Max. To the extreme. Yeah, no, we gotta fight yellow. Are we actually gonna do the long? No, we're just gonna take their shit here, I guess. Good job, Brady. Here they come. I just wanted my tier 3 buff there. Are you guys actually pinching yellow here? It's a bold move. It's a bold move. If I had some, if I saw some of their battle highs there, I might go for it. But otherwise, not really worth it. Especially with needing points at mid. All the reds up top, so that's just our people fighting. Likely getting wiped out as well. Alright. Oh, I didn't care for that. I guess red just... Alright, take the hit. I like that yellow missed the entirety of that. Almost. If I'd had my ults up there and available. Wow, yellow really did get boned on that. Very nice. Good job, team. And now we go back and take their bases. Alright. Is yellow all up in our business, or can we actually be cheeky and go up their stairs? There goes a gunbreaker. Not too fussed about them. Alright, they're not here. They'll be over there fighting red, I guess? Got that barge. Not quite the same as getting the machinist, obviously, but you know. I will take it. Not the best LB to be had there, but you know, they can't all be perfect. Alright, we're being overran here. We need. Alright, we got reinforcements here. We can fight ish. And they are after Brady. Jeez. I'm sorry. Oh, Brady's still going. Why is Red in our base? Come on, Red. Great, and now Yellow's here. Good job, Ninja. I'm telling you, as soon as I get that machinist. Well, we stood a chance. Let's get out of there. I think most of our team is down low. Try and contribute some damage as they won. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no. We could. Me and Brady are right there. 31, 20, 34, 0, 19. Almost a million damage. 1.5 million healed. Oh, look, we're right there. Hi, Brady. You come here often? Were we both trying to kill that one same fucking bard at the very end? That would have been. I wanted that bard. Same. I zipped to them, but they bubbled up before I could actually land my instant cast on it. But thank you, Brady. Thank you for taking the time to PvP with me. I appreciate it. Not our favorite map. I think it's our least liked map at this point. But it does equate to some Mog Tomes, so can't be too mad at that. Let's go get the earring. For the collection, I suppose. Sorry, I'm getting Rosa's live reactions to Saki's VOD. Correct, yes. I'm assuming there's a Moogle here as well, right? I usually just go to the one in Limsa because I know where it's at, but I don't know where the Moogle is for this place. Oh, there it is over there. Okay, well. Apparently if I use my eyeballs, I can see where the Moogle is. Yay! Itinerant Moogle. It's just going to go into storage. I have no need or care for the coffee cup earring. Sure, take him. And I don't have to do him for the collection, I guess. And everything else at this point will be for maps with the level 70. At some point, we are going to go do level 70 maps and get more thief skin maps, and then put that off, right? Rosa live reaction, yeah. She's catching up to the good parts of the VOD and stuff. So we'll just go dump these. I still have a lot of slots available in my thingy, so not much of an issue. Where are we? Tab 2? I usually buy a bunch of these and then throw them to the guild bank. I just grabbed one, didn't I? I need two for the demon brick earring as well. Alright, back out we go. But the earrings, those two expensive ones, coffee and demon brick, really can't go in the armor. Glam chest only, yeah. Glam chest it is.
Caliente.
Yeah.
We can do L70 map month in December, since that's when you'll be turning 70.
Wow, I'm not turning. How dare you? First of all, second of all, thank you very much, Neobody, for the 70 months. Let me know what you want to vote for our cooking stream. That is going to be on August 4th, I believe, right? August 5th is Tuesday, so August 4th will be the day that we cook our cooking stream. But thank you very much, Neobody. Welcome back. Thank you for that very, very, very long sub. Appreciate it. Into the thing with you. Yeah, I'm only 520 out of 800, and I think some of that is just temporary storage, so stuff I can actually throw out. Where are we for this? This is, yeah, I mean, there goes Penny's Spear, and that's Absolute Lance. Where's Penny's Spear? There it is. Penthesilea. I'm not going to get rid of her thing, because I love Penny. Both of the Octopath games are 60% off this weekend. Absolutely fantastic purchase, by the way. Those games finger you. You know what? As requested. Thank you very much, Neobody. Mimi, did you see what's inside the box?
Yeah. Coming up after that.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know when you were out for meetings and all that. Octopath games are fantastic. I never finished any of them, but either of them. But I did very much enjoy the games. They got good stories. So what do I have here? So these are relics. What do I have relics in here? So that's a replica. So I could just throw that away, right? Because I could just buy it back whenever I want one. Why do I have Lodestar? So that's the actual Lodestar saw. That's an actual crafter tool. Sky Builder saw. Okay. If you like Octopath combat style, Bravely Default series is good too. Yeah. No, absolutely. What's this? This is Suzaku's Flame-Kissed Codex. The Omni Rod. ARR was wild. Look at this thing. It's me as a stick if I were a white mage weapon. This thing is... It needn't be this way. That was a decision that they made in ARR to make this a thing. Look at that. This weapon crawled so that the new relic could run. The headland relics can go into the dresser for some reason while the combat... Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Can you buy replicas of the crafter relics? I'm not sure if you can. Maybe that's why. I played Bravely Default 2 for a while, but ended up dropping it. Just didn't hit with you. Maybe run across the world 3 times and was sending me on a 4th, so I dropped it for the game that respected your time. You know what? Valid. I respect that. I get that. You can get replicas. Okay, so these don't need to be in there. There's an S rank in the Sea of Clouds if somebody desires to do that. Yeah, I guess most of my tools are just crafter tools and gathers for... Okay, I mean, that's fair. I think that's a Eureka. It's a Eureka relic, so I put it there to store it. Okay, well, fair. I better get to this S rank. I do need the seals for it. You do not have warm fuzzies for the original Bravely Default. Gotcha. I never played either of the Bravely Defaults. Think Solo can hit Hype Train level 70 by 70? No, God, no, that's never going to happen. I can't even imagine reaching an audience of, how many was it? 27,000 people that were watching Iron Mouse? 27,000, and she deserves it after what she's been through. She's also a fantastic broadcaster, but I can't even maintain 50 people, much less 27,000. I'm just not interesting enough, so that won't happen. I think the highest we've gotten is level 11, which is insanity, by the way. That is absolutely bonkers that this channel got to that. It's just a testament to everyone's generosity. It's the boom rats keeping the numbers down. Not the boom rats. Let's see. Is there... Am I using my own party finder for this? There's 3 of them. Hey, it's Garnet. I like Garnet. Garnet's a good bean. Oh, you got that one. Nice. Yeah, I looked. So if you click on any hype train, it's called a treasure train, by the way, at that level. It shows you what emotes are available, and that's one of the emotes right there. I miss Garnet. I miss the hunting scene. I still hunt. I still try and spawn things. I'm not very good at it anymore. I just don't have the luck for it. It's not whether you're good or not. It's just a matter of luck and time and being there at the right time. And I don't dedicate as much time as I used to towards the hunt. I went on a break after getting my 1,000 Dawntrail S ranks, which is a lot of S ranks, by the way. That required a lot of server and data center hopping to achieve. Do I regret it? No. It gave me a very cool title called Winged Death. But I've taken it a little bit easier since that achievement. That's the 5099 emote? Yeah. It won't replace because that's still your favorite Pog emote. It's a very good emote. It's very cute. Monster Hunter Wild's recent reviews hit overwhelmingly negative. Why? Why are people shitting on? Is it new people who didn't understand how they dish out content? The original piecemeal drip-fed content, by the way, is Monster Hunter. They still have not fixed performance issues. I mean, I doubt that they will. They're just going to make the DLC, and here you go. Have the DLC. I haven't played it since we put in a hard 3 weeks into it. Well, basically, so they still haven't fixed the performance. Well, I mean, that sucks. That's a shame because it's one of the best games of the series that I've liked. I liked it more than World for sure. And I liked it more than Rise. Not by much. I still enjoyed Rise a great deal. But if Wilds ever gets Rajang, it will be at the highest end, mostly because of Gemma and What's-Her-Face, our handler. They're very good characters. I can't play Wilds anymore, unfortunately. Should see if I can tweak it a bit. Really? It's that bad, Smoothie? Every update made it run worse for you. Jeez. Well, that's unfortunate. It's because you loved it and was a post story. No, it's a very good game. It's just unfortunate apparently that mechanically it's just not holding up. That's very unfortunate. You have to delete your Wild shaders and re-download them. That sucks. I wonder if that's something that gets through to them that'll make them actually do something about it. I'm so salty at the server crashing, making you solo the end of the story mode. Yeah. It was starting so bad you couldn't hunt. That's fucking terrible. I'm sorry, Smoothie. That's unfortunate. Because it was, obviously, if you could load the game, one of the better Monster Hunters. It played so well. The monsters were fun. They were good to play, to get in there with. And the story was better than previous Monster Hunter games, to which some people might say there was stories in the previous Monster Hunter games. There were stories in previous Monster Hunter games. So hopefully that they right the ship, because it would be nice if more people could play. Well, if more people could play it at all, as it turns out. Maybe I'll reinstall it onto the PC when I put the PC together on Saturday and see what we can do. But I'm going to wipe my PC, so I'm going to have to re-download everything, including 14. It's okay. I have my Harley's UI saved in a folder by itself, apart from 14. So bring Hulk Hogan pass? Yeah, I understand it, Don. Yeah. It worked fine for you on launch, but the first major update broke something for you. That's so weird that it was and it just got worse with each update. Like, I wonder, you think that never mind. What do I know about the game development? It would be nice if it hadn't made it that bad. You blame Unreal 5. Fair. I've had my issues with Unreal 5. To be fair, I haven't troubleshooted it much. Kind of. Well, I mean, you shouldn't have to, right, Smoothie? If it worked one day, and they drop a patch on your head, and then the game all of a sudden won't stop stuttering, that kind of sucks. It's a shame it runs so bad on PC. Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming, I mean, you remember the issues I had with Silent Hill 2 Remake, so... thank you, Zabes, for allowing me to stream Silent Hill F without... without much in the way of issues, hopefully. Hopefully. It's both an optimization for PC and over-optimization for consoles. Yo. Also, Zabes, if you're still there, I'm guessing you're working. I am 100% going to be playing EverQuest as my first game on Saturday evening. First game I install on Saturday will be EverQuest. As a tradition. Also, Lake, did you see? I saw it on social media in passing, so I don't know how authentic it is or whatever. But Final Fantasy XI had a congested server? Like, one of the official 11 servers had enough people on it to be like, wow. Yeah, a lot of people are going back there. I'm guessing with the new... we're getting the second Final Fantasy XI themed story-based raid. We're also getting Preach's outfit in 14. I guess people are going back to see more. See what the deal was back then. We're going to the monk thing next. Monk NPC is in Mordana, isn't it? I think it's in Mordana. Yeah, so I never did the Shadowbringers storylines, class quests. Once you finish the, what's it called? Your role quests. So I've been going back and doing them one at a time. We've done a few of them already. And I believe I have to do... monk is next for me, so I gotta find the monk trainer. Bananas. Are they here? It's because the Refer Friend program requires you to recruit them onto the server you play on. Gotcha. I just want an official 11 Classic server. If they do it for EverQuest and WoW, why not? Why not 11? Because Square Enix, that's why, like... It was a self-fulfilling prophecy, just a matter of time, because Square Enix. Alright, they're not here. Are they in Ul'dah? They can barely do enough for their cash cow this game. Much less thing. But I'm still waiting like for the day where they combine the subs. They're not going to, because they're making bank now off of 11 again. Bank relative to work put into it. I think more might try if they rolled 11 and 14 7 to 1. I would. I can tell you right now, 100%. I would go back and try it. I would go back to my Marauder Warrior, whatever the fuck it's called, and give it a shot. Or have them on the same launcher, yeah, and or have it not be terrible to get into it and have to go through Play Online. You still have to go through play Online, right? You still have to do all that nonsense to get into 11. That's the biggest hurdle right there. Forget the macro crafting. It's the... Okay, where the fuck is the monk quest line? How to unlock monk XIV. In order to become a monk, characters must have a level 30 pugilist and a level 15 lancer. I forgot that the very first quest to turn into a monk from a pugilist is a quest called Brother from Another Mother. Yeah. So this dude's in Old Stepsonald. So that's not here. Unless I never finished the melee role quest in Shadowbringers? That's possible. I'm assuming it's Eric and not Gagaruna. Let's see. That's also Steps of Thal. Okay, Steps of Thal. Let's go over there. I gotta go back to 11. I gave all my goodies to a friend when I quit, and when I see my original 11 character, I get so depressed. I get that. I know, like Cub was saying the other day, that when he quit WoW, he just, all of it gone. No temptation to be had there. I never did that. I have all my original characters, except for that one time where I got rid of one character. Is this it right here? Amongst Legacy, it is. Okay, cool. So I understand that for sure, of not wanting the temptation at all in any capacity. Remember the olden days when you needed to level characters to get Black Mage? Or what class did you have to level up? Beta. I'm asking because I forgot. I don't know. I don't remember what classes you have to you level up to get Black Mage. Couldn't tell you. That's what you did in RuneScape? You gave all your tradables to a friend? Yeah. Yeah, that's what Kawai's dad did with his EverQuest account. He gave me everything. I was like, okay, cool. Neat. You said Archer, not character. You clearly said character. It's right there. Fuck Play Online. I agree. I'm not a huge fan of it. And Play Online is 90% of the reason why private servers thrive. You're not wrong. It is too big. It's not even that it's super bad. It's not super difficult to navigate it, but it's a step that you shouldn't have to navigate to begin with, and that is the unfortunate reality of. No, don't steal him away. But yeah, I couldn't imagine giving my stuff away. It would just be one of those things. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay. Alright, so this is Monk quest line. I don't know how to play Monk. I'm assuming I can get away with this with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, your first class I played was Pugilist. The last one I got to level cap when I was Omni leveled. That was Monk. I just needed it for Ninja. There you go. Alright, a Monk's Legacy. A concerned Eric has a request for you. Ah, Harlequin, excellent timing. I have a request to ask of you. Worry not, it is a simple task that shan't overburden your simple mind. I forgot what a piece of shit this dude is. Oh my god. He's just... The first sentence alone is just taking me back to 2013. Your first class was Arcanist. My first class was Gladiator, because I had a 1.0 character and I played a Gladiator in 1.0. So I had that, and I was like, oh, I can't play with my friends. I'm on this other server. I'm on Masamune. Why am I here? Wait, this server. Okay. Okay, bye. And then I tried getting on Kawai's server, and on 2013 for 2.0, and Kawai was like, ha, I'm already level 30. I'm like, holy shit, how? And then I'm like, okay, but we're all gonna go to Famfrit. And she was like, okay, well, that's not cool. But then she came over anyway. And I think I made a paladin there as well, because, well, gladiator, because I like paladins, and so I did that. But my first class to 50 was blacksmith, followed by carpenter. All right, this idiot. In no small part due to your valor, Alamigo has won free of imperial tyranny, but something is afoot that gives me cause for concern. Not long ago, a soldier of the resistance came asking for Whittaker, we call him Gelt, Gelt's whereabouts. As you know, the buffoon was once a captain of the resistance, and he had gathered under him like-minded men and women who burned with an all-consuming hatred for the Empire. While the inquiry may have been completely innocuous, we cannot discount the possibility that there are those who burn still with hatred, who mean to drag Gelt back on the path of vengeance. Though the Gelt as we know him now would not lend such talk to an ear, he may not be given a choice. Lest it turn ugly, I want you to find your brother Monk and alert him to the dangers. The last time we saw Gelt was in Alagana. If he isn't there still, the villagers may at least be able to direct you to him. Go quickly, Harlequin. Alright, Alagana. Easy enough to teleport there. Stormblood. You level summoner because it was basically Walmart Warlock. At the time, yes, with all the dots. Then I spent ARR not being able to get group because summoner was terrible. Because of the dots. When did you start playing beta? Like, did you start in at 2.0 release, or was that later on? Where's DPS in the White Mage? Assuming that the White Mage remembered to turn on Cleric stance, of course. Hello, cheery villager, doing your squats. You're that monk from before. Ah, the way you laid the corpse brigade low was just glorious. I wanted to become strong like you, so I went and joined the monkhood. Never once skipped training, I'm proud to say. I'm looking for a dude. Master Gelt? As I spoke with him, he mentioned that he was trying to find Theobald. He found Abald. Fellow disappeared while under the healer's care. Someone saw him staggering out of the village in the early hours. Was headed west by the sounds of it. Okay. Mine was Dragoon, and honestly, think I would have had more fun if I went warrior or a healer. Yeah, I could see that. One of my alts, Raijin, went through the MSQ as a Dragoon. Because I remember Harley, I'll try and keep it spoiler free. Harley got extra dialogues when doing certain things as Dragoon. So I was like, that's pretty neat. I like that they have certain dialogue and, you know, that they respect the time that you put into the thing. So I was like, okay, cool, so let's try it. And we did it. Start out as an archer? Yeah. Remembering to turn on Cleric stance? Try remembering to turn it back off. Yeah. 2.0 release. Gotcha, beta. Was there a beta period? There was. There was a beta period for 2.0, which is when I got in before it launched, and I was able to secure my name. That's when I was Harley Quinn on Famfrit. God, I like Harley Quinn. The Please character was a reroll for Heaven's Word. I leveled with Nick. Gotcha, okay. The character you have all played with is not your original 14 character. A fake! Wow. Hello, confident villager. Ah, yes, I remember you, friend. Is there something you need? Master Gelt. He's been traveling around Eorzea spreading the teachings of the monkhood. He comes back to Alagana from time to time to train our people, but I couldn't rightly say when he'll visit next. Alright, there's one more villager somewhere. We don't know the real beta. I don't know what server the character is on anymore. It was Cactuar, but servers kept merging. Cactuar is still Cactuar on Aether. Wait, aren't you Master Gelt's master? Looking for him, you say. He's not here at the moment, but he comes fairly often to train us. Though he's a hard teacher, he inspires hard work. Thanks to his guidance, I was able to earn my cloth. Right, his whereabouts. During his last visit, he said that he was going to Little Alamigo next. If you hurry, he might still be there. Wait, Little Alamigo? Okay, that's back in Thanalan. He what? He comes here often, Cub, is what he does. I think he got moved to Goblin. That's weird. That is one hell of a jump. Oh, he's here with his two trainees. There they go. Couple of cat girls teaching the way of the monk. I still love this outfit. I'd never wear it, but I did like this outfit. This is Heaven's Word stuff, I believe. Heaven's Word? I think it's Heaven's Word. Might not be Heaven's Word. I don't know. Stuff Gelt. He ended up on Crystal. Huh. They still do class quests. This is the last of them, Lake. They did class quests at the end. The last ones were for Stormblood, and then for Shadowbringers, they gave us role quests. And so it's just role quests now. Which are still, I mean, there's still a class quest, right? Because you can do them on one class and it fits that class. It's just a broader story for an entire role rather than that. So they kept with that. They did it in Shadowbringers, then in Endwalker, and again in Dawntrail. So soon we'll have an era of more role quests and class quests. Harlequin, I did not expect to see you here. Nod. This grave, know you who lies here? It is the man who called himself Theobald, my closest brother, Audrey. We had brought him to Alagana for healing, but he fled in spite of his wounds. He looked like a hunted man, so do witnesses say. I do not believe that. Audrey was not one to flee. He had used the corpse brigade. He knew they would come for him. Rather than wait, he went to them, and now he is gone. I wanted him to live, to stand by my side again. I should have done more. You tried your best to have him see the light, like you did for us. You mustn't be so hard on yourself. Much has happened with you too, sister. That much is plain. Come, let me hear your tale. Lou Reek, a hunter who found his path. Go with Lou Reek. I don't remember a lot of it anyway, so I obviously remember Shadowbringers very clearly, but it's just this stuff. So, Lurik chose to sever ties with his kin. A resolve to which I can relate. I too chose my own path. Spurned blood in favor of faith. Your part in this tale impresses me also. To do battle in a world flooded with light. Yet again, I am reminded of your greatness. But my apologies. You have traveled far. Is there something you require? A soldier of the resistance seeks me. What could his purpose be? You don't suppose they're coming after those of Theodoric's line? It seems to me the resistance would be above such acts, yet I can offer no alternate explanation. Captain, it's been a while, sir. You have to have done this quest, but you have zero recollection? I don't remember the monk quest line at all. I'm sorry. I wanted to, but it was probably one of the last classes I leveled up as a whole. And I only did it because of the Seto mount. It has been a while indeed, but I am no one's captain. I have long left the resistance. Forgive me, sir, but old habits. It's hard to regard you as anything save my esteemed captain. But if that is not your preference, Master Galt, may I ask you to accompany me to Ralgar's Reach? There is a matter we wish to discuss with you. Is that so? Very well then, lead the way. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce their names. I'm sorry. I'm bad with the cat girl names. Please wait here. I will return anon. Lala names, I can nail those, but Mikote and Ro names, Harlequin may ask you to join me. You're well regarded in the resistance. Your presence would give me heart. Nod. Without further ado then, let us be away. The funniest thing I ever did in an MMO was during WoW when this was announced. Nick and I started a guild called Monk Trainer and stood around looking like monk NPC. Did anybody try and talk to you? Were you approached? I would have approached you just to talk shit and harass you in a friendly, banterish kind of way. But that's one of those interactions, right? That you would only get in an MMO. So that's the fun stuff. All right, Wid, Gelt. You know how in WoW NPC names, yes, and titles are name and keeper, yeah. Player name and guild name look the same, yep. If you flag for PvP, your name is even green like an NPC, but then you can get punched. I was listening to WoW music again yesterday, and it was giving me the urge. The urge. Even though I know I wouldn't have fun. But WoW music is, to me, is just ageless. Oh, my voice. My throat is dry. Sorry for keeping you. Oh my gosh, he's here. Oh my god, is that the Lise? Songs would come on and I would start predicting what game they were from. Yeah. I mean, PS1 era had some pretty good music. The technology hadn't necessarily advanced quite that far yet. So it has a very unique sound, right? Because it was the transition between like the SNES into the PS1 era. So it's a very unique sound. Obviously, you know, the last, I don't know, 2-3 consoles are all generally the same HD vibe, but because of how music was produced in games, it was still sort of, you can span an entire generation of difference in the PS1 era for sure. I'm Lise Hex of the Alamegan Resistance. Thank you for coming all this way. Harlequin, don't tell me you know Master Gelt. Of course I do. Hi. Harlequin is a dear comrade. I owe her much and more. Well, that makes it easier then. To get right to the heart of the matter, Master Gelt, we wish to invite you to rejoin the Resistance. Oh, he's not happy. Under the Mad King and then the Garleans, the people of Alamigo lived in crippling fear and mutual mistrust. In rebuilding the nation, we want to create a place where folk can believe in and support one another. A place where everyone is regarded as a friend. Oh shit, the music cut out. Even those who are kin to the Mad King? We should have reached out to you earlier, I know, but we feared that doing so would incite those who plotted a return to the old rule. It's quite alright, Commander. I know your intent is good and true. However, I cannot rejoin the Resistance. I would serve my nation as a humble monk. This I have sworn to myself. A man named Theodred never existed. There was ever only Gelt, and he wishes to restore that which was once lost, the teachings of the Fist of Ralgr. I see. Then you must do what your heart tells you. Smiles. Let's try this again. I put this request to Gelt of the Fist of Ralgr. I want you to train the soldiers of the Resistance. Though we've won our freedom, We must be prepared to fight to keep it, and I believe that your techniques would serve us well. I've never trained properly myself, and for what it's worth, I'm very keen to learn. And I should be honored to teach. Great, we're in your debt. If I might make a request of my own, may I visit the Temple of the Fist? I would pay my respects. Of course, you hardly need my permission for that. Come on, Harlequin, let's all go together. And see, I mean, that's going back to what I was bitching about at the start of stream. The writing for Elise here in the Shadowbringers era has gone obviously a lot better. If they had, you know, there wasn't a lot of interactions there, but she's likable here in this regard, as the leader, as Commander Hex and all that. So I wish they'd give it another shot. Shadowbringers magnum opus, I keep saying it is for writing. I agree. And into Endwalker too. A lot of that spilled over. You hate your job? I might crash the fuck out this week. Whoa, no, why, beta? What are they doing this time? Being here brings back memories. I remember the high priests, my brother and sister monks, all of them gone now in fire and smoke. But you survived like the temple's stout stones, and thanks to your efforts, the faith has begun to rise from the ashes. Not my efforts alone. All I have achieved I owe to many others. Professor Eric, Desenza, and Orchata. That's it, her name's Orchata. Sorry. And not least of all, Harlequin. I couldn't have come this far on my own either. Like you, I had dear comrades to prop me up and push me forward. And I'll never stop forging on. For El Amigo. Oh. Oh, are they about to have a monk off? Our paths may differ, but our goals are one and the same. There is no more need for words. Are they about to throw down? Okay. Harlequin, the professor worries for me. Please return to him. Let him know that all is well. Nod. Callback to the trailer. So we have built our entire cloud infra based on the fact that people will have access to a VPN for private access to our network. Yesterday they decided, no, that costs money. Oh, I mean, that's true. It does in fact cost money. You have to redo like 4 months of work. I didn't want to adopt a white boy so I can leave. What is that, Senbon Zakura? I get the reference. Also, they have the guild tag EP. How come we don't have the guild tag EP? Ah, that's perfect. Now we can't copy because we'll be copycats. We'll be biters. Man, we could have had... Maybe that'll be our new guild name. Heidelin's EPS Soldiers. Heidelin's Most EP. Because you aren't funny enough? It's true. It's true. You're not wrong. Seeing that situation makes me say quit and let them stew in it. They finally work. Wouldn't be... Yeah, no, it's going to be terrible. That's unfortunate. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy 16 right now. There are so many gigs. There really are. I finished El Capitan's last night, Zara, and the reward was juicy, so I'm glad I did it. I need to do what's his face's Padres next because he gives me a handgun that I desire. But the gigs do be gigging a lot. Holy shit, Beta, I might crash out on your behalf. Beta's got stories. If you need stories in IT terror and situations, Beta's got them. Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find Gelt? Wittergelt. Is it Witter or the V sound? I see. I'm pleased to hear that his efforts to revive the Fist of the Ralger proceeds apace. Of course, it will still take considerable time for the faith to take root across the land, but Gelt is young and determined. The day will come when he realizes his dream. But to think that it was none other than Curtis Heck's daughter that sought him out. A woman who embraces her lineage and a man who rejects his. Viewed thus, their paths could not be more different, but as they have discovered, their goals are one and the same. Al Amigo is stronger for their cooperation. In any case, it appears my concerns were unfounded. My thanks for laying my fears to rest. For a while, though, I believe I will observe these two souls in their future endeavors. After all, I am nothing if not observant. Okay, I'll take that. Wiener... No, it's too late now. The Adventures of Wiener Gelt and Horchata. Smoothie, I would absolutely do that quest line on all my characters. Every single one of them. Let's fucking do it right now. Alright, so that's Monk. Next is Dragoon. Alright. I think my Dragoon is at least somewhat geared. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. 711. Okay, cool. Is that... Why did I buy the eye level 700 gear? I don't know. But I got the relic, so I got the relic from the current expansion. That is the most not Harley outfit I have ever had. Jesus Christ. It's very nice, though. It's not the AF set, right? Because AF set 690. Who is this? I believe it's the dude at the campfire in Coworthus. So if you didn't know, you get titles for each class. You also get achievement points. If you're looking for achievement points, this is easy points. It's only 5 per, but it's still achievements. I am closing in on number 40 for the server for totality of achievement points. I am 25 points away. Shout out to Wooklamat's Catnappers. Wooklamat fan club. And then the short version is Snore. Wow. Dawntrail, best expand. No, that's too many characters. I think you had like 15 characters. Gone but not forgiven. Okay. You're closing in on 2,000 for your server. Very nice, Don. That's a lot of progress. That's why it's more positive. I mean, that's fair. But yeah, I'm closing. How close am I? I mean, I'm not even close to 26,000 points. I believe the highest person on Behemoth is at 29,200 and change, or 400 and change achievement points. So once I get through these, obviously again progress to be made there. I still have the Dawntrail role quest to do, so there's that. But we'll do these first, and then we'll segue over to other stuff when I get to other stuff. This dude. Harlequin. It has been too long since we last spoke. It's been like a decade. Nod. Your visits are far more frequent than those of another former student of mine. However, It would seem he still prefers to keep his own company. We don't know where the fuck he is. We took him on a holiday somewhere, and he fucked off somewhere, and we don't know where he is. Where's Estinian at? Who even knows? The same could be said of hate scene. What? No, that one person's name, TN. Doing this series of quests now is kind of wild. It really is. Before Endwalker, right? In the totality of Endwalker. And going to Dawntrail, who has made quite the name for herself as a hunter in Dravania, according to Orn Kai. What fortunate timing. Speak of the dragon, and he shall appear. Just a little dragon? Greetings. Would I be correct in guessing you have returned fresh from one of your adventures? I traveled to a world beyond our own. I laid to rest the dreaded Andrea in a land known as Norrent. Let's brag a little. Smoothie, that's why I always tend to rush. That's why I do it now, where I rush through the MSQ of a new expansion on Harley, and then do the actual story on my alt on stream, just so that I can actually get context for everything, because context is wild, especially for this. Being done out of sequence, it's just kind of funny. It's a silly way to do it, but it also hits differently. To think that such a place could truly exist, and that you have fought such terrifying foes, to fall so far from grace, 'tis a tragic tale, if ever I heard one. One similar to that of Nidhogg. Aye, though nothing will ever compare to his malice, even death could not quell his thirst for vengeance. At least Andrea was not nearly so consumed by hate. I doubt not that Renderay's soul is at peace. But what if we went to Meracidia for 8.0 and then we got to get more of Nidhogg's story? What if? Peace. I wonder if Nidhogg ever found it. I fear his soul yet lingers, doomed to wander endlessly. That is too cruel a fate, even for him. I share your sentiments, for as Azure Dragoon, I once gazed into his heart, as he gazed into mine. Such rage, such sorrow. I will not accept this. That none should mark his passing is more than I can bear. But you're a dragon. What say you, Harlequin? Perhaps we could honor who he once was, if not what he became. I too was an Azure Dragoon. Alberic speaks true. As what you're saying, hear me out, Zara. What if we go to Meracidia and we do a cheeky Elpis-like go to the past of Meracidia and see the dragons as they were before the Dragon Song War, and get stories from there of how it all came to be between Midgard, Swarmer, Bahamut, and everything. That would be so cool. I like dragons a lot. So being able to actually see their stories as they were, since time travel's a thing now. Obviously, it's very it's a very specific thing. But give more dragons, yes. Long story, yeah. So I would like it to be before Allagan, right? Before the Allag Empire came in and did their bullshit. That way we skip the Allagans and go to specifically the dragons themselves, and not what the dragons were put through. I'm sure there was dragon drama back then. Get to meet Tiamat and everybody else. Then we are in agreement. Though I must admit that as part of Hraesvelgur's brood, I have little knowledge of Nidhogg. A deeper insight is needed if I am to properly pay my respects. Foundum is of his brood. If anyone would know, it is her. Let us make haste for Zenith. Alright, get in my bag, little dragon. No, okay. I'll see you there. Your face is wet, but I'm caught up, Rosa. I know. I was already live, Rosa, towards the end of her stream, and all I got to see was Psyche slowly disappearing under her desk. And just just tears. I'm glad she's enjoying it as much. It's again.
Caliente.
O slash.
Hola Zippy. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 47 months. And 6 months in advance. Damn, Zippy, that's a lot of faith in me. I appreciate it. Thank you. I am very, very grateful for that. If you'd like to vote for our cooking stream, you can let me know what you want to vote for, what you want to see. There goes the list of what we're making. We're making either salads, what kind, whatever I feel like doing. It's going to be all variety. Charcuterie boards, cucumber, just cucumber. I'm going to sit there and just raw dog a cucumber on stream. Or I'll find ways of finger foods. Let's go. Finger foods is exciting. Finger foods gives me variety of things I can make. Because I eat a lot of my food with fingers. I'd eat my soup with fingers if I could. No, I wouldn't. It's hot. But thank you very much, Zippy. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a pretty good day. Don't worry about it, Smoothie. Don't worry about it. And again, in regards to Mirror Citia, it would be nice if they gave us the dragon story. And again, it'd be parallels. People like, this is just Shadowbringers. Yes, shut up. If the end of the expansion leads to, obviously, the rise of the Alag Empire, and that's all we see of them. It's dragons doing dragon things in dragon lands. And then, at the very end there, it leads right into... the fall of their kingdom because of the freaking alligators. I don't think we're getting Murder City. No. You think it's 9.0? Okay. I mean, it could be either one, right? Depending on how they do the story. Depending on where they want those impacts to be. Give me Dragon Romance and you're in. Let's fucking do it right now. Who said that? It was me. I read it out loud. It was me, Smoothie. I was just echoing. I like Cadbury's fingers, but you might not get them. No, I've never seen those. We only get the eggs here, Zippy. That's all we get. They're not very good. Not very good. You're gonna what a hot dog on stream? I said I'm gonna raw dog a cucumber. So I covered this in Ruricord, but I don't know. I kind of don't want more dragons or elegance. I want something new, maybe another shard. I'd be down for that, absolutely. I think at some point, Don, we're gonna have to go to another shard. No, I think we have to. Maybe I'd like to. I know they can't do it all that often, but it would be nice to have another like Ardbird situation. You know, it's kind of Zero. I like Zero a lot. I didn't love her, but I like Zero. I would definitely be down to spend more time with Zero and see what Zero's been up to and how that entire thing's going. I know Zero wasn't a lot of people's favorites, but I enjoyed it. But I'm loud pants crashing in cardboards. I know, Rosa, but still. I wonder how many ASEAN schemes got left half finished out there. Yeah, there's potentiality for literally anything but elegance. Search for real tacos in the new shard. You mean al pastor that isn't made with ground beef? How dare you, Zabes? How dare you? Everyone knows that al pastor is 100% made with ground beef. Pulls out the red string, the hints. I mean, they do line up, Rosa. They are there. Rosa's gonna get her whiteboard out any second now. Here's my guess. We're getting Eastern Europe, Western Asia. Why? The Ukraine conflict and Gaza. We're going to get a story based off of people trying to reclaim homelands and what that means. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could definitely see it. But wait, Neobody, are you trying to tell me that there's politics and social commentary in my Final Fantasy? In my Final Fantasy? Not once ever. It's never happened. Phantom has come. Sorry, that's a line in the story. I'd be down for that though. I'd be down for that. I'm forever gonna be miffed that the brown expansion is the one that everybody shits on. ARR's not everybody. You know what I'm being a little generalizing a little bit. And I must not get that rest, Zara. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome, noble dragoon. Orin Kai has explained all. Pray tell, what was Nidhogg to you? Bit of a dick. The wellspring of my strength. I mean, yeah, as a dragoon. I like Stormblood more than Heavensward. Same. Same. I like Stormblood a lot more than ARR and Heavensward. And yet you were enemies, each sworn to slay the other. Two souls entwined by fate. Is the dragon singing to me? Though you have faced Nidhogg's wrath and sensed his pain, you cannot know him as we dragons once did. We would fain hear his tale. Nidhogg was without equal even among our kind. Huh?
Can you hear them?
No. The crow's out there? Baby crow?
I just put out 2 handfuls of peanuts,
Okay.
and one came over and picked up 2 peanuts and went halfway across the yard and then literally stabbed straight down with his beak at it.
Yeah.
Murder. And the baby crow stood next to him, just cawing with his beak open.
Yeah. Destined was he to guard this world from the catastrophe that befell the Dragon Star in place of his sire. He valued strength above all else and considered the affairs of mortals beneath his notice. Only the 7 great worms were worthy of his attention, and among them, none but Ratatoskr truly understood him. Her song was beautiful indeed, and she graced both dragon and man with her wisdom. She was invited by Thordan, King of Men, to speak on our behalf. Ratatoskr expressed our desire to live in harmony. However, it was known that Nidhogg did not share these views. When the king asked her how her brother saw mankind, she did not hide the truth. He believed that such frail creatures were incapable of protecting this star, that the task must be entrusted to the 7 great worms alone. And that is why Thordan slew her? No. Ratatoskr had no intention of sowing discord, but the king could not countenance that his kind would be treated with such contempt, that we dragons would seek to claim the star as our own. He turned on Ratatoskr, taking not only her eyes, but her life. When Nidhogg discovered that King Thordan had murdered his beloved, his fury was beyond reckoning. For all his strength, he could not master his own rage. It utterly consumed him. Dragons, men, we are all the same, slaves to our emotions, subservient to our hearts. Yet, there are those who would seek another path, as I once did. I turned my back on my father and his quest for vengeance. Valiant dragoon, by your strength was the dragon's song war ended, and by your compassion was a new alliance forged. Nod. Harlequin and I are living proof that we can live side by side. We shall speak the message of peace to man and dragon alike, and when we are gone, our descendants will do the same. Tell them of Nidhogg, his strength, his weakness, his love and his hate. Tell them the truth. Nod. Orin Kai, you wish to commemorate Nidhogg's passing, yes? As my father once enjoyed the fragrance of mist lilies, perhaps they would make a suitable offering. What a splendid idea. Thank you, Phantom. I have often seen such flowers blooming in Old Town. Follow me. Crow, your beloved. So, Peanut, which is the crow that was lounging around our house when we moved in here to his house 2.5 years ago. I can tell it's him because his foot is jacked up. He's the only crow around here with a jacked up foot. Apparently, after 2.5 years, Peanut got himself a girlfriend. And unfortunately for us, one of Peanut's children is very fucking loud. They're fledgling. They can fly around. They're good sized and all that. But whenever we put out peanuts for Peanut, because that's why we call him Peanut, because he eats peanuts. He likes peanuts. The fledgling crow will just fly in next to another crow and just start screaming with its beak open, expecting to be fed because it hasn't cottoned on like the other young crow that you gotta you gotta eat for yourself. There are peanuts right there, but he doesn't understand the peanut or how to get the peanut. So unfortunately, sometimes you just might hear very loud cawing, and that's baby Peanut doing baby Peanut things and wanting to be fed. So I just want more Urion J for perfectly normal reasons. Everything else is just there. We were promised a beach vacation. Where's Urion J in his beach thong? Where's the outfits at for Urion J and Thancred as they enjoy themselves out in the summer heat? I would just be surprised that we continued on Tural's continent, but we could. I doubt we will. I think obviously they're gonna come back to it in certain points, right? Just for the sake of moving around and inclusivity, since that was the big theme for Dawntrail is inclusivity and acceptance of other cultures that are different from your own, which is why Wuklamat went all over to each area to try and recruit people and bring everybody together under the banner of Tural. So I can imagine that general theme will certainly be brought back in certain spots, like they do for every other expansion. Or at least, hey, maybe, Kona is an expert at this. Let's find out what Kona thinks about this. And we're not going to see anywhere near as much Dural, obviously, but yeah, let's see continent, because this is the Dural's continent, but we could. The eastern and northern part of the area hasn't been touched, but that's an option if Square's story is about the idiot in charge of the U.S. Yeah. Yep. And I'm not sure they want to maybe bring that during a fan fest to the US, so I guess we'll see. I have to imagine that's also kind of playing into the massive delay in the fan fest. Well, not massive, but there's been a delay, it seems, for the fan fest announcement. We probably should have gotten something by now, but maybe trying to secure a venue is also an issue. Mimi, if fan fest is in Montreal, are we going? How long of a drive is it from here to Montreal? Probably like 10 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll stick Psyche in the back of a Honda Civic and drive her there.
I'd be much more willing to make the trip if it's in Canada.
Yeah. You think FanFest might be only online? Also viable. They did that once, right? With the 2020 FanFest. You're on your way. Let's fucking go. Thancred Banana Hammock went. Jesus. So there were miscellanies here after all? Then it would appear my memory served me correctly. A pity that the same cannot be said of my eyes. It is of no matter. There is one thing that concerns me, however. In your funerary rites, the offering of flowers and such occurs at a grave of place of significance, I believe. But where should we choose for Nidhogg? Gurabania, yes. That could be considered his final resting place, if that was where you fought the primal born of his eyes. Although I must say, Harlequin, you seem rather adept at putting down dragons. Don't worry about it. And primals that resemble dragons. It makes me glad that we are not enemies. To matters at hand, then, I shall go on ahead and meet you in Gurabania. Also feasible, Dawn. If they just don't want to pay out for a location or come to the U.S., then that's absolutely viable. I get that. I can't imagine they make a ton of cash off of FanFest. Obviously, they make some money off of merch and all that. And if they got a cut from the $15 pizzas that were burnt in Las Vegas FanFest. I mean, I wouldn't go to FanFest, but I would go hang out in the city. Yeah, no, I mean, full thing. I don't think Howie and I would be much interested in spending almost $600 for 2 tickets to go inside a FanFest. Especially if I just get kicked out for heckling. For talking loudly in the vicinity. Yeah, so Montreal would be 10-hour drive from here. It's not too bad. It'd be about that first as well, anybody. Just blanket statement? Yeah, I have no interest in a smoothie. I mean, I have interest in obviously visiting locations. I miss Los Angeles. I'm an LA boy. Am I sat here pining for it every single day? No. But every once in a while I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I miss it. But I'm okay. I'm a nomad. I can live anywhere. I can't imagine they would want to go to the U.S. in the current climate. I can't imagine, which is maybe why there's a bit of a delay, honestly, Christopher. But we don't know. There's no communication there. At some point, I'm assuming between 7.3 and 7.4, we'll hear about it. Or rather, when they have more concrete thing. Didn't they mention it that they were having issues getting a location in Japan? Much less in the States or North America as a whole. Maybe we'll get our shit together sometime before then. Before the, I don't know, heat death of the universe. I mean, maybe. But I wouldn't hold my breath. What a relief to have found you at last. I had become rather lost, you see. Perhaps we had best hurry on to the Royal Menagerie before I lose my way again. Hola, husbando. I'm finally out of the meetings to see you stream for 30 minutes. Go, husbando. You know what? I'll take 30 minutes with you over no time with you at all. So I'm glad you're here. Nidhogg, we are come to honor your memory. Actually, that's a question, husbando. Would you guys, if the fan fest was held in Montreal, would you guys make the trip? It's still a drive, pero, you know. We're just discussing where the fan fest could potentially be held, and so Montreal being a nice choice, I would think. Nomad, you're very mad. I am very mad, Christopher. You're right, but nomad as in the wandering. Though now that we are here, I am at a loss for words. Harlequin, is there anything you wish to say? Oh, the flowers. You will be remembered. Your legacy will live on in the songs of your people. Flashbang. From distant star, a father bore 7 eggs. Great worms rose forth, powerful and wise. On blackened wings, one soared on high with the roar that set the world tremble. Guarding their home in the father's stead, he was fearsome yet just. Man, wicked and vain, betrayed the worm and his kin, slain his beloved and plucking out his eyes. Thenceforth he lived only for vengeance, his wrath irrepressible. 1,000 years hence, 2 champions of mankind were granted great strength by the stolen eyes. Destined were they to face the worm, who had risen once more to wage war on his sworn enemy. At the end of their struggle, the wayward sun fell silent. 90-minute flight to not right heat? Yeah. These guardians and their comrades continue to watch over the star, their heroic deeds recounted by minstrels and storytellers far and wide. Even the ancient foe from which the father of dragons once fled could not withstand their might. Harlequin, I am not blind to the sins Nidhogg committed. I mourn the loss of what he once was, what he may have become had he been dealt a kinder fate. Yeah. Although this was but a small gesture, I am sure that our thoughts have reached him. I have much to ponder on the return journey, and I expect that Alberic will wish to hear what we have learned from Founham. Perhaps you could visit him in Coerthas? They should have FanFest in Halifax. They can rename it so... Alright, but only if you show up, Fever. But also, they couldn't really hold it in Halifax because nobody would know how to get to the fucking venue because all the streets just go in circles. I'm sorry. Listen. I'm on this side of the water, Fevered, so whenever I have to drive over to Halifax, it's just like, ah! Why am I... This is the fourth time I've gone in a circle on this one-way street. Somebody please... Baby needs to be rescued out of here. Oh, man. Like, listen, I'd be down. I'll be selling prime accommodations in my backyard if it's in Halifax. You too can have a tent of your own to sleep in for a mere $400 a night. Only the most luxurious of accommodations. No, Bowmage, no, Bowmage. We're just talking about it in general. Let's see. Well, Dawntrail couldn't get much worse, or could it? At least according to clickbait influencers. Back to work. Y'all. That's just Boston, but more rural? Exactly. Exactly. But no announcements, Bowmage. We're just, I went to the wrong fucking Coerthas. Just, the producer letter live was today, and they announced a lot of good things. But, like, whenever we get to the mid to end of an expansion, it's like, Give us FanFest. Give me FanFest. They can hold it. I mean, they could. I'm not sure they have. I'm sure they have an arena big enough for it, but I've never actually been that far north. The furthest north I've been has been Cape Breton, I think, which is near the other tip. So. That was like, I don't know, man, that was a drive. That was a drive and a half. Very beautiful drive, though. So Halifax, it'd be 14, 18 hours. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing about Halifax. There aren't, unless it's somewhat close, there aren't really necessarily direct flights to Halifax. Or if there are, it's very expensive. Well, it's not too much more expensive, but select locations for that is the issue with Halifax. Cape Breton is 10 degrees south of you. Yeah. We went there for a job and started setting up to set up an office. You Southern Pansy? Why am I a Southern Pansy? Listen. I've been up to Montreal before. That's further north. Is that north enough for you, Krister? They picked Vegas years in a row. Do they care if it's hospitable for the fest goers? They deviated in 2020, Brady. They were going to San Diego. It was done and done, but then COVID happened. And they're like, you know what? I still remember that too. They didn't cancel FanFest until Blizzard canceled BlizzCon. Or made it digital. You don't really know. It's way north. It's way further north of us. Time to go to New York or Atlanta. No, thank you. No, thanks. I mean, it can be. I'm just not gonna go. And I would like to see people, but I'm not gonna venture down south in the next 3 years. Were you able to pay your respects? Yes. I see. This is the first time I have heard such a detailed account of King Thornton's acts. A betrayal in the moment, but a betrayal nonetheless. A pity he is far beyond the reach of justice. It was more than just a betrayal in the moment, Albrecht. Though it may be hard to come to terms with the crimes of our forebears. Forebears? We must accept the past for what it is. Of course, I shall be sharing this information with the rest of the Temple Knights. No doubt they will be keen to speak with other members of Nidhogg's brood to verify this version of events. In the meantime, there is still much to be done in building relations between man and dragon. We will aim to follow the example set by you and Ornkai, and work together for the good of all. May the Fury guide you both. So Homeboy still doesn't necessarily believe that Thornton and his ancestors did it? They need to verify. Okay, then. I mean, you never know, Varsity. We're living in shitty, terrible times that are changing things severely. So, never know. Please don't give me these material. I do not need these. What's this look like? Ooh, shiny. It's grape flavored. Purple. That's a replica, right? Yep, it's a replica. Out my bags. There goes 1,000 gil. The only place I could even think of hosting it where PAX East is held. In Boston, you mean? We don't know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Next is a Bard's Tale. Oh my god, do I even have Bard gear? That is... Okay, I mean, I don't really need gear, I guess. Please don't let there be combat. Please let there not be combat for this. Okay. Noted. So no message that I won your primal tickets. Guess it wasn't to be. That sucks, Krister. Would you still go to Japan, or was that just the crux for why you would go to Japan for a trip? This one I remember because it's a dude on a log for the Bard quests. Itchy. But you're right, Brady. But who knows? We'll see. Oh, look, it's Palace of the Dead. Look, can it be October already, please? I desire the deep dungeon. Ready, we're gonna go in with all 40 on the first attempt, right? We're gonna go in with all 40 offerings for the deep dungeon. To try the ultimate level difficulty deep dungeon trial for 4 people. Just a dude, just an old dude on a log. Oh, it's not even a log, it's a rock. I thought he was on a log. In front of a campfire. Sir, this appears to be in a log. Okay, so there is a log though, right? I was halfway there. There's a log of a really old ancient tree that likes of which doesn't exist anymore. Never mind, there's one right there. I also did want to run some so I can get some time-worn fragments. How many do I have? I search time-worn. Time-worn artifacts. How many do I have? I have 56. I'm good. Thanks, Don, I'm good. I've got plenty for at least. It's 6 per, so I can get almost 10 relics. Here's my. Did all deep dungeons give time-worn artifacts, or was it just Palace? No, come back, Don. I forgot. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. I'll see you back in 3 hours, YouTube.